Here we are, gold country, in the heart of the California gold rush, where it all started.
175 years after the first California gold strike, I'm on a mission to show you the new prospectors finding gold in America's backyard.
So I'm headed to a place called Happy Camp. They've got a very interesting story, and I'm gonna see if I can find gold.
North, in the Klamath Mountains, Happy Camp is a small town with a big history. When gold was discovered here in 1851, clashes between prospectors and the indigenous Karuk tribe earned it the nickname Murderer's Bar. But over time, and millions of dollars worth of gold, the two sides learned to coexist, and the town was renamed Happy Camp.
So I'm gonna meet the local prospecting club. It's called the New 49ers. It's basically the same as the old 49ers. They're out here searching for gold, and they want to change their lives. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Dave.
Dickie.
Dickie, nice to meet you.
I'm Dave.
Hi, Dave. Is this your store?
It is, but inventory is low because there's a lot of interest.
Wow. How many members you got?
A couple thousand.
Really?
Yeah.
Dave McCracken set up the new 49ers Prospecting Club in 1986, providing access to 83 miles of Klamath River claims to its members, who, for many, gold is their only income.
Are your members finding more gold than ever before?
Yeah. The river, it's full of gold, but it's hard work.
Yeah.
Not allowed to have any motors within 300 feet of the river.
Okay. But you can shovel in high bank?
Yeah,
and...
with hand tools and...
Early gold rushers used basic pans and hand-built sluices to recover gold. Next was hydraulic mining, where miners would blast hillsides with high-pressure water hoses to release the gold. And then came dredging, giant floating gold-catching factories that sucked up the gold-rich soil from the riverbeds. But because of historic overmining, since 2009, all mechanically operated mining in California has been banned.
I'd love to see what's going on here in Happy Camp. Sign up as a new 49er to go prospecting?
Yeah, come on in. Tia, this is Dave.
Nice to meet you.
For just $100, a membership gets you access to all the claims for a week, and you can keep all the gold that you find.
All right, thanks, David.
Yeah, thank you.
Pleasure meeting
Glad
you.
you're here.
Yeah, thank you.
In recent years, Happy Camp has seen some of the worst forest fires and flooding in California history. But from the disaster comes the potential of new gold.
You can see the trees all the way to the top. They look like matchsticks, and the underbrush still hasn't grown back. And so for 2.5 years, gold's been traveling down closer to the river. Wherever there's big rocks, the gold settle around it. As you can see, somebody's been in here digging these out, and they've been in there grabbing the sand, panning it. All these little things give you clues that there's gold in this creek. Hello. I'm Dave.
No way.
How you doing?
Hey, Dave. Eric, yeah.
Nice to meet you. This is kind of hard work you got going here. All
Well-
by hand?
All by hand.
Wow.
I get to be the excavator and the rock truck, and
You're the excavator and the rock truck.
she's the wash plant.
Oh, okay.
Eric and Betsy bought a lifetime membership to the club for $1,500, which at today's price is less than 1 ounce of gold.
Nice to
Nice
meet
to
you.
meet you. Hope you don't mind the wet hand.
Oh, I don't mind.
And now they mine full-time to pay the bills.
What made you and Betsy come out here and start gold mining?
Where do we begin? 2018?
18. We bought a little sailboat. We set sail, and we worked our way down Mexico. And 10 days out, wind picked up. That was really great.
Not for long.
Yeah.
It kept going,
And then it just kept going.
and it kept going.
We lost our boat, and absolutely everything we had worked for, saved for, between us.
Oh my gosh.
What do? You're broke. You've got really nowhere to go. So to the Klamath River and
here
start
you are.
digging again. Yeah,
Start all over again.
Yep.
all over. Yeah,
In a rented car with your suitcase apiece,
yeah.
you know, and work from there.
Yeah. Much respect. A lot of respect, you guys, because most people would give up and quit and, you know, look for some assistance. And you guys are out here just doing it.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get enough and get another boat.
Betsy and Eric use a simple, non-mechanized sluice to capture their gold, washing the dirt across the small metal barriers called riffles. The heavy gold and dirt is caught in their grooves, creating what we miners call concentrate.
But it allows us to wash it about a cubic yard a day. But we're pretty choosy about the material we run because it's all done by hand.
Oh, yeah. No sense in putting something through there that doesn't have gold in it. So you're just trying to get in and around the rocks and stuff?
Yeah,
The bigger rocks?
so if you look over here, this is what we're into. We get down to the orange. We're mining from there on up. It's flood gold.
Flood gold appears when overflowing rivers carry new materials from the hills. The heavier gold sinks, getting trapped by rocks. But the lighter fine gold moves along in the strong current and gets deposited on the banks when the water level drops. The orange layer is the original bank line, meaning any material above it is new and it should contain flood gold.
When you run a yard of dirt, how much gold you getting, you think?
Anywhere from $100 to $200 a yard. We're not raking in these huge cleanups, but our overhead is the same as it would be our grocery bill. It's just physical labor, and we're being paid out of the ground.
This is kind of your job, your business. It's on a small scale, but it's
Right.
mining.
Right.
You're doing great. Is there anything I can do to help? If I can dig.
That would be great.
This is old school mining, for sure. But doggone it, they're doing it. I got a lot of respect for somebody that bounces back from such a devastating tragedy in their life. I think it's awesome. Another load of pay dirt. Well, the good news is it keeps you in good shape.
You betcha.
Right? How many more years before you get that boat?
We're just looking at the ways we can make it more
Productive.
efficient. We need to have more gold coming in.
But you're your own boss and no one to answer to. Even a tough day is better than a day behind a desk, I would think.
That's true. Look
Every
at
day.
your office.
Now we've sluiced the dirt into a gold-rich concentrate.
Haul that off to your gold room.
My gold room.
I want to understand how they process it to capture the gold.
So this is how it works. Feeding the wheel, a little spoonful
Yep.
at a time. You rotate it at a nice, slow, even pace.
The wheel spins on the $250 hand crank classifier that separates the heavier gold from the worthless black sand and catches it in the fine grooves.
And the gold will climb up. It's like waiting for the monkey to pop out.
Yeah. Your gold will end up in here.
Ends up in the cup.
Okay.
This painfully slow process is repeated several times until the gold is cleanly separated from the sand,
It's starting to show up in there.
Oh, yeah.
often taking them 2 days to process 5 days worth of concentrate. But in this game, patience pays off.
Oh, my gosh.
After 7 days' work, they've got about $1,000. If you do the math, that's $52K per year with no overhead. But at any time, they could hit a rich pocket, and that's every miner's dream.
When you're getting that kind of gold, it's just too easy to keep going. But feeding the wheel, little spoonful at a time, it's really slowing us down.
Their little system's working, but it's so much hard work. It takes so long to run it. It'd be nice if they got another 20%. Maybe that is the difference between them getting their new boat and not. I'm somewhat fallen in love with them. So my heart would swell if I can help them. These little mining communities, it's kind of almost like a family or a brotherhood as they help each other out. And if there's any way I can help people find more gold, I kind of embrace it.
I'm in California's Motherlode country, where yesterday I met Betsy and Eric, who are trying to rebuild their future with gold.
Feeding the wheel, a little spoonful at a time, really slowing us down.
And I think I have something that will increase their gold haul.
They're chasing flood gold, and it takes them a day or two to do the cleanup. And this might just work.
What do you got there?
I got something that I hope might help you guys. Have you used a shaker table? See if,
Oh,
see if
hey.
it works.
Goodness.
That's fantastic.
Wow.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
No, you're welcome.
Costing just $250, this compact processing gadget should speed things up. And it'll also catch more gold.
There we go, Dave. This is going to be great.
As the washed concentrate passes over the vibrating surface,
You teaspoon it on, and then you'll keep brushing your gold up.
the gold is separated from the worthless black sand and is collected up top.
Oh, this is going to be a real game changer for us.
Good.
I think we're both going to be fighting over who gets to run it.
Do I get a hug?
Yes,
All right.
thank you so
you're
much.
welcome. You're welcome.
I got one Hangtown fry. Are you ready?
Does have a distinct smell to it.
Here in Placerville, there's a local dish dating back to the first gold rush. And I just gotta try it.
And the way the story goes is that there was a miner upstream. He hit it rich, came to town, and he says, I want the most expensive meal you got. They put oysters, bacon, eggs, and cheese together, and that's the Hangtown fry. I've never eaten oysters for breakfast. This is new. I feel like a miner that struck it rich. I like it.
Happy Camp really is filled with everyday miners, using basic tools to make money in this new gold rush.
I'm here to see a brand new miner. He's got some crazy contraption. I'm gonna go see him. Hopefully I can help him out. Anybody home?
Whoa.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
I'm Dave.
Hey, Dave. I'm Garrett.
36-year-old Garrett Russell came to Happy Camp from Chicago 6 months ago to prospect for gold full-time.
So you're mining down here?
Yeah.
Are you doing some work? Can we go look, take a look?
Well, you won't tell anyone right now.
I won't tell anybody where you're at, okay?
Okay.
Let's go take a look.
Okay, let's go.
What do you got going here?
Garrett is mining the side of a hill that was washed away by the recent rains, and he thinks it's packed full of gold.
So this is a water anchor for like a sailboat or something. Everything's just hodgepodge together because that's just how it is sometimes.
And using minimal equipment, he's MacGyvered a unique suction system to collect the gold.
You don't have a pump. You can't use electricity or motorized. You just use gravity. Gravity works really well. It creates water pressure.
Okay. That should be good.
I've never seen this setup.
Using gravity, the water enters the pipe at a high pressure. As the pressurized water passes across the nozzle, it should create a vacuum that sucks up the soil and the gold. And then sends it to the sluice box below, where it's caught by the metal ridges known as ripples.
Got your sluice box.
Yep. I'm trying to get it to 10 degrees for drop.
You gotta level it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Here, let me help you out.
Yeah, thanks.
The angle of a sluice box is key. A couple of degrees off, and the gold will float off the end and be lost.
There you go. I've been doing this a lot of years, but I always liked learning new stuff. I've never seen this setup, so it's kind of interesting. How'd you get started doing this?
I used to work in corporate finance. I was
Oh,
a
no
senior
kidding.
financial analyst. And
You were a senior financial?
Yep.
You probably made
Manager.
pretty good money,
I was all right at the time.
but you like this lifestyle?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm my own boss. I'm out in nature, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Before it was a concrete jungle, and this was when I was the manager of demand planning for that company.
Now, right there's a senior financial analyst.
That's right.
But what I'm looking at is a fellow gold miner.
That's right, yeah.
Welcome to the club,
am,
buddy.
yeah.
So far, are you making any money at this?
It's about $100 a day, depending on the spot. I'm not living like I was in Chicago, which is just fine, but I prefer this too. And I'm frugal enough.
But you're also enjoying life.
That's what it's
You
for.
got to enjoy life. Awesome. All right,
Yeah, well-
let's get this thing fired up.
Yeah.
Let's go rock and roll.
So Are we seeing anything in the sluice? I got
I
enough.
don't think you're sucking much.
So the sluice is working, but he didn't have any material going through. So his nozzle thing's not sucking. Spraying enough water, but it's just not sucking the material up. Uh-oh, what happened?
I'm just gonna bring it closer.
You want to just hook it into here?
It's all part of the fun.
Garrett's a really smart guy, but sometimes you overcomplicate things.
Okay, that's secure.
He either doesn't have enough water pressure or enough water volume, because I could shovel more in there. I'm just watching you. There's not a lot of material. Have you ever thought of just shoveling it? Sometimes I think volume overtakes perfection. Because you know what, at the end of the day, if you added 2 more buckets, you get the opportunity for getting more gold.
And those 2 more buckets is probably like 10 more buckets by how long
Yeah.
it takes me. All right, I'll do this.
Okay.
I know a lot of miners will just be, you know, shoveling and plowing through everything they see. But I have a hard time doing that because, for example, where this was, there was an ant hill there, an ant's nest. I wanted to start working on it, and the queen ant came out staring at me. So I went and picked it up. It's like, okay, you know, I'm sorry, I get it. I set it up there and it just went away. So the next few days, they move themselves. I think it's important that while we're getting gold to also care for those insects.
Okay. All right.
Anyway.
It's your deal.